Welcome, newbies. This is Kristen Lloyd with Bariatric Mindset, and I am here to talk to you today about your decision to have weight loss surgery or bariatric surgery. And I'm sure you've already done some of your research in terms of what kind of surgery you're thinking about having or what kind of surgery you might be eligible to have. And the reason I wanted to do this video is because, first of all, I do a lot of post-op videos. So if this is your first time here and if you haven't seen the introduction video, welcome, but also go back and see it. And of course, subscribe to the channel, because if you do have weight loss surgery, there's a lot of information that I am sharing with you and that I will be sharing with you that are going to be really beneficial to your post-op journey. So if you're deciding to have weight loss surgery, and that's why you're here, I am also as the time of this video, a 4-year post-op vertical sleeve gastrectomy patient, in addition to being a psychotherapist and mindset coach for bariatric patients. So when it comes to deciding whether weight loss surgery is right for you, the first thing I want to share is that this is absolutely, most definitely not an easy way out. And I think a lot of people get judgment about that. And I want to share with you that it is absolutely not. Having weight loss surgery, whether you go with the RNY or the VSG, as I like to call it, the vertical sleeve gastrectomy or the lap sleeve, is really a very, very personal decision. And for a lot of people, it can be a very scary decision depending on your medical issues and what else may be going on. Because anytime you have a major surgery, it can cause some nervousness or some tension. And I would like to share that the percentages of people who pass away either during the surgery or after the surgery are very low. But I do encourage you to go and look up those statistics for yourself, because that is something that's very, very important that you do look at, because this is a major surgery. And I understand that there are a lot of people who struggle with making this decision because it can be a very scary, scary decision. So having had the surgery and not having any major medical issues, personally, one of the things that I did struggle with was a lot of knee pain and a lot of joint pain, a lot of joint issues. But personally, I did not have any diabetes or heart issues or anything like that, and fairly young when I had the surgery. And so my experience was amazing, and I would definitely recommend it to people. However, it is very important that you see if this is the right decision for you, your body, and your life. And with that said, I also want to share that the post-op journey after you have weight loss surgery is very intense. So you are changing your entire lifestyle. So if you are someone who is eating a lot of junk food or eating a lot of fast food or eating foods that are very high in carbs or very high in fat, your lifestyle, your food choices will change. So that's very important, because a lot of people say, well, can I still eat that? And can I still eat that? And it's important that you know that there are a lot of things you can still eat after surgery, but you're not supposed to eat. And there's also important to note that there are things that you should not eat. So this is where a lot of individuals struggle with regain, is that they start off good, they're doing really awesome, they're sticking to the post-op diet, I mean, I hate the word diet, but lifestyle, food choices, and then they kind of revert back to old habits. So it is important that you recognize that this is a lifestyle change, and one of the biggest components of the lifestyle change is the mindset after surgery. And that mindset is incorporating these new healthy habits of moving your body, making sure you get your water and supplements in, getting a good night's sleep, dealing with stress appropriately, and of course, eating according to the post-surgical guidelines, the post-op eating guidelines. So whenever making a decision, this big decision to have weight loss surgery, it is important that you consult with a surgeon, maybe your family physician. And when I say surgeon, I mean bariatric surgeon or weight loss surgeon, to see if this is a good fit for you. It's also important that you talk with people that you're close to. And I know this can be a very difficult topic if you have some people who might be against it or have judgment against you. And not you specifically, but they might pass judgment like, oh, you haven't been trying hard enough, or did you really try? Or you may have some enablers in your life that are enabling you to eat the way that you do. And so it's important that you look at your lifestyle overall to see what's going on with you, what you've tried. I know in my personal journey, I had tried everything. And one of the things that I really struggled with was I could lose approximately 50 pounds and then nothing more. And the reason that I chose to have weight loss surgery was that it gave me what I consider to be a biological reset. And so I felt like it reset my metabolism. It reset my physical body so that when I started on the journey as a post-op, I was really doing excellent in terms of losing weight because I was following the post-op plan. So I think it's important for you, obviously, to make this decision on your own. But when I look at all of the things that I've tried and prior to surgery, I had a personal trainer. I had several different eating plans. I tried hypnosis. I tried just about every weight loss plan out there. At some point in time in my life, I had tried Jenny Craig, Nutrisystem, weight loss, Weight Watchers. I had tried phentermine, fen-phen. I had done orlistat, so the one that you take that kind of absorbs or takes the fat and then you poop it out. I had 2 different gym memberships at one point in time. I mentioned a personal trainer. I had meals delivered to my house. And literally, if I was not focused on weight loss or food or eating or planning meals, 200% of the time I was not losing weight. And so that is why, and I'm sure that there are even more things that I tried that I'm not listing off right now, but that is why having weight loss surgery was the best option for me and for many of the people that I work with, because they have literally tried everything. And I know that I tried everything. I had even gone to a leading eating disorder specialist thinking, because I knew that I had situations where I had binge ate, and it was an experience that I talk about actually in my book, Bariatric Mindset Success. And I'll show that here. So I talk about it here. And that is me as a pre-op and a post-op. I know the little barcode covers my picture. But I think what was very important for me was that I had finally realized, okay, I'm ready to get to the heart of my issues. And I had gone to a eating disorder specialist, and she was like, well, we really need to get your eating under control. And so she just wanted to put me on a diet. And I felt like, okay, finally I'm here to deal with my eating issues. And she wanted to put me on a diet. I had seen a nutritionist. I did an intuitive eating plan. I tried mindful eating. And so really the thing that worked for me in terms of my journey was having weight loss surgery, and since have lost 201 pounds and kept it off. So I am an advocate. However, I'm also a person that says you need to do what's best for you. And in my own personal journey, having weight loss surgery is what was best for me. And so when you're going through this process, it's very important that you access all of the information out there and look at what you've tried, what else there may be to try, and then how much time and energy you're really willing to focus on spending on your weight loss journey. Now, this isn't to say that afterwards you aren't going to spend time and energy on it, or you're just going to, okay, life is easy now. Being a vertical sleeve gastrectomy patient, yes, I have a smaller stomach, but this also means I need to be a lot more conscious about what I'm eating, when I'm eating, and being also more in tune with my body. However, I have found that after surgery, it was a lot easier to be in tune with my body than it was before, because I was unable to really gauge hunger, and since surgery, because my system has changed, because my stomach has changed for me personally, I've noticed that I'm able to say, okay, I am physically hungry versus emotionally hungry. Well, I also know that there are some people who are still unable to tell that, and there are individuals who still continue to either compulsively eat or obsessively eat or have eating emotional eating issues, and I'm going to talk about that in future videos, so please stay tuned and subscribe to the channel because I am going to talk more about that. However, in my own personal journey, I was able to really hone in on when I was physically hungry versus when I was emotionally hungry, and then able to kind of practice that awareness and stop myself and say, okay, what's really going on here? But the role of having weight loss surgery, in my own experience and in helping others in the post-op lifestyle, is to say that you really can lose weight. Like, this is a journey where you really absolutely can lose the weight and keep it off. And I see weight loss surgery as again, I call it a biological reset, right? So it kind of resets your metabolism, resets your system, and then you kind of like start all over again. Because after surgery, you may not know this if you're in the early stages, but you start off on pre-op, usually have like a liquid diet. Every doctor is different. That's not what I experienced prior to surgery, but following surgery, I was on a 7-day liquid diet, which was really clear liquids and getting in that protein, and then slowly incorporating foods back in. So after the liquid, it was very soft foods, and then there's a whole plan in terms of what types of foods you're supposed to eat, and I don't want to make that the focus of this video. But just to say that you kind of, or you move things back into your diet, into your lifestyle, one piece at a time, and then that allows you this adjustment period. Plus, it's helping with that rapid weight loss. And typically, in the first 30 days after surgery, you can lose anywhere between, I've heard of people who have lost up to 40 pounds. And in my experience, in the first 30 days, I had lost 24 pounds. And of course, then I thought like, oh no, I'm falling behind, but I was completely within normal range. So if you're deciding on this journey, I definitely encourage you to watch other videos from other individuals who have had this experience, and to see what they've gone through, and to really take a good look at where you are and what you're doing in your life right now and how it might be sabotaging you. However, this is not a judgment place, and I'm not passing judgment because I was there. I was the person who would order whole pizzas and eat them in my car and then hide the box. So this is not a place where I judge, because I was right there with you and struggled with a lot of emotional eating, binge eating, overeating, and had a lot of shame around that. So what I am here to say is that you need to look at where you are, where you're struggling with food, and whether weight loss surgery is a good option for you, getting all of the information again from your doctors, meeting with a bariatric surgeon, whether you're eligible or not, and then getting ready to really change your lifestyle, because it's the mindset shifts that occur after surgery that really help you to get the weight off and keep it off. And so if you start preparing yourself now for shifting your lifestyle, focusing on protein, decreasing the carbs in your diet, making sure that you're drinking water, making sure that you're able to manage your stress and your sleep. And there's so much more that I'd like to share with you. But really, I encourage you to get the information, because this is a great opportunity for you to change your life. And it's important that you have all the information. And as someone who has gone through the process, I think it's an amazing life changer and life saver. And so I encourage you to dig more into the information. However, from a lot of people who have asked me, like, why did you have surgery? What are the benefits? I definitely think that the benefits are the life that you gain after you lose so much weight. Uh, and I know that there are risks. However, in my situation, and when I tell people, um, what are the risks when you already, what is there to lose if you're not living a life that you're truly satisfied with, or really struggling to get off the couch or move around? Like what are the risks? But that's for you to decide. So I definitely encourage you to gain the information. And if you have any questions, feel free to post them below. I also have a free Facebook group for pre-ops and post-ops on Facebook. It's called Bariatric Mindset Mavens. And in the Bariatric Mindset Success book, I talk about my journey, some of my clients' journeys, what they've struggled with as both pre-ops and post-ops, and give practical tools to help people, again, live their best life after weight loss surgery. So I hope I've given you a lot of information in this video. Please feel free to comment below. Again, if you have any questions, subscribe to the channel because I have a lot more good stuff coming. And if you are a pre-op and you have decided to have weight loss surgery, congratulations. I'm really excited for you and all of the changes that this is going to bring for your life, because there is just so much goodness to come after having weight loss surgery, bariatric surgery. And I definitely want to encourage you to just to start thinking about all the things that you want to do, because I know before surgery I could not walk around with my son because I always felt like I was going to drop him. And him being only a couple months old, that was really scary as a new parent. So start thinking about all the things that you want to do as a post-op, once you've lost the weight. And again, gain more information about whether you're a good candidate and all of the things that you can do after losing the weight. So I'm Kristen Lloyd with Bariatric Mindset. Subscribe below, and I look forward to you coming to visit and seeing me on future videos. Talk to you soon. Bye.